In this video, the first, maybe the only one of Chapter 10, I don't know, but it's about device discovery and understanding what the network is about around you by being sitting in some place in an admin PC you'll see in the packet tracer I'm going to do, and exploring the network around you using the device discovery protocol commands that are available. So let's just get to that. I have a couple of slides, and then I'm going to do a packet tracer, the 10.11 packet tracer that is about mapping a network. So device discovery is what this is about. And there's only two types we're going to talk about here, and really talking about either one gives you the other. This is the Cisco Discovery Protocol. The overview is that's the name of it, but it's a neighbor discovery of physically connected Cisco devices, okay? And it resides in the router. Here are the main commands. Show CDP is really the basic command that goes on here, right? This is the basic command. Show CDP. This is an auxiliary, an adjective, if you will, that says, what about it do you want to see? What about our discovery protocol do you want to see? Do you want to see neighbors? You can add other adjectives out here to say, show me more detail. You can look at the interfaces. This is what turns it on, CDP enable. These commands, I should have put them in the reverse order. And this enables it, but then you actually have to run it. And we'll do that from the admin point of view, okay? So what does it do? When you use device discovery, you're going to get this kind of information back. What are the identifiers, the port identifiers, devices, details about the device, what iOS is it running, and so forth. The capabilities list, if you're wondering that, if you need to know that for some admin point of view, and the platform, okay? It is a broadcast type of protocol, right? So there's going to be advertisements going back and forth. So that's a big deal, right? Because that means there's broadcasting going on, and you're going to see we need to turn that off in one place. It's a layer 2 device or activity. So the generic form, or they like to call it vendor neutral in Cisco terms, is called the linked layer discovery protocol. So they say it's similar. You can really do a lot of the same things. Tonight we're actually going to use CDP because it's the same type of thing. So here you see show LLDP, and you can add all the adjectives you want after it here. Here's the run version. You can set it up to be either on transmission or receiving, all right? And then the show LLDP, here you go, you can augment it with, whoops, I'm unable to do that apparently. And it's the same picture with LLDP advertisements, but again, it's advertisements, which means it's going a long way. That seems to be a new activity where the cursor points down. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to break and bring up the actual packet tracer. I've brought up the packet tracer. This is 10.114, and hopefully I've got this on an expanded, so I believe you can read them now. You can read the scenario, but it's basically get in, use CDP, and explore the network. Here's the network. You're the admin sitting back here. This is your only point of access. So if you want to look inside these switches, this router, or anywhere here in the remote branch office, you've got to telnet, SSH, some remote path in. We're going to use SSH in this. Here they give you the local network. That's back here. For admin 01, that's going to get you into the edge router, and then we'll have branch admin, but notice the password is the same. And we're going to just go out there and poke around from this point of view. So I'm going to bring up the admin PC. And what do we want? We're going to want a command prompt. So here we are with that. And let's see. So we're in that guy, and we want to SSH the router. So let's go SSH, and we give our admin 01. And now the address of the router we want, we would have to pick off up here from the table. That's this one, right? The idea is we'd be filling out that table as full as it is. But they've also given the all the commands here. I'm not doing something that isn't right in front of you to do if you want. But this is a better illustration than me just blabbing on about stuff. So here's the password, and I want the SP at 55. Okay, so that got us in to the edge 1 right here. That's our edge router. And because it was preset, you notice it got us all the way into privileged exec. Okay, so in privileged exec, we can begin some exploration here. We can show our IP. Now this is not CDP based stuff, right? Show IP. Whoops, what did I do? Oh, I am always thinking. So let me stretch this out a little bit so we see it all at once. And now what have we got? So we're looking at the router, and we are coming in through 00. We just did that. There's the address, and we're going to go out through 200.5. That's our serial 00 right here. And we're going to want to go into the remote branch office, whatever that is. We don't know that one yet. Okay, so we're back here. We can do the same thing actually and add some detail. No, this isn't the right place for that. We'll just go and I see what we want to just see our. I knew this was. Show the interfaces. So now here we get lots of detail. So here's some detail about it. There's the interface address we just used to get into this one. Okay. And now if we punch more here, here's 01. That's administratively down. So that's another port over here. Okay, if we go look some more, 00 is up. That's a serial interface, so that's this guy with the green dot. And now there's that interface address, 209.165.205. I believe that was up here in the given chart. No, it isn't. That's this interface right here, the IP address, and we have that mask. Okay, so let's remember this, 209.165.210. We may want to know that interface if we're going to get down the road into the remote branch router. So now I'm back over here, and I'll look for more. So 001 is administratively down. So that would be another one coming out of here. And VLAN 1 is administratively down. So we're done with seeing the interfaces on edge 1. There's 4 of them, only 2 of them are, 5 of them with the VLAN, only 2 of them are active. Okay, so in our whole thing, we're looking right here. Now what we'd like to get into that little router right here in our branch office. So I'm going to try to do that by SSHing. And we'll stay with the plan that works. Now we want to be a branch admin, right? And where is that going to be? That's that one we saw in the chart, 209.165.200. 10. Hopefully I got that right. We'll know in a minute. Yeah, it asked us for the password. So that's the password up above on the right there. And that's going to be the same password all night here. Hopefully I typed it in right. I did. And now we are in the branch edge router. And that's this guy right here that we're into. Okay, so in our instructions, we're right here. So now let's repeat the same process and take a look at our interfaces, and I'll get some space. Show IP interface brief. Okay, so there they are. See what's up and down. I think we're good. So here's the one we just came in on, serial 001. That we just came in on. Now there's something on gigabit 00, 192.168.3.249. We might want to remember that or come back here and refer to it again. Right, so we're at the branch edge. Now, by the way, so far we have not used CDP or LLDP. We've just gone in exploring with SSH access. Okay? So now we want to configure, we're over here in this router in the branch office, and we want to try to explore how is that branch office configured back here, or what's going on in that branch office. Okay, so we're going to configure terminal, and we want to get to our interface. So here I am here. I'll put a little space so we can see. Configure the terminal, and now we want to get to that interface. S001, right? And we're going to turn off CDP enable. In case it is, we want to make sure. And that's to protect, because of CDP, like LLDP, those are broadcast protocols. So we want to make sure things aren't broadcast, back into the internal network, and basically that's going to mess us up. So now we want to run CDP. We're going to do that from the config, and so now CDP is going to be active. Okay, so let's go. We're in that edge computer. Let's go back to the basic one and start looking at the CDP commands. Show CDP. Who are my neighbors? Okay, well, who is one? Ooh, something. Show. Right now, I'm not seeing a lot. Show DP, CDP neighbors. Am I missing something? Let's ask. Let's ask for some more detail, if there is any. So now we have a little detail. Oh, there's some neighbor out there, a branch firewall, and this is its address. Okay, and that's on our gigabit Ethernet 00, right? Our outgoing port. And so that would get us to the branch firewall. So I'm sort of curious what else is out there. Do you think we can just, so we've been SSHing our way down the line. Maybe we should see, just poke around out there. Let's see if we can get in through the firewall or something like that. Let's see what happens. Branch admin. This is all we know. And let's see. We need an address here is what we need for that firewall. Looks like it's right here. 192. Let's try that. 192, 168, 3 to 53. Oh, it asks us for a password. We only know one. I'm not sure I got that going right. No, we got invalid password. Let's see. S3CRE. What was it? 7P at 55. I guess if you type it carefully, you get in. So now we've come from the admin through S1, through Edge 1, into here. We're into some firewall router over here. And you know, give us a little space. Why don't we just try doing the same things? Show IP interface brief. Well, our interfaces are 00 and 01. Now we got some addresses. This is the address we came in on. Here's another one here. And the VLAN is unassigned. So let's just follow our trace. Oh boy, here's this now. Look at internet address. This got us in. What else is there? 01 is up. Here's that address. That's nice. The 129. We saw that VLAN 1 is down. So this is more information about that. So maybe we should take advantage of CDP now. Show CDP neighbors. Oh, we got some neighbors. Hey, look. So branch edge, that's where we came from. So of course we're a neighbor. That's the entrance here. Now there's something about there's a switch in the branch office floor 2, whatever that is. Okay, so we could now look for detail. Oh, we're going to get a lot of detail. Oh, here's an address for floor 2. So 192.168.4, 132. Who else is here? Anything? There's branch edge. We get that. Okay. So let's just try. What do we want to do? Let's SSH. Branch. And let's go to this address up here for floor 2. 192.168.4. 192.168.4. 132. I think that was it. Oh, a password. S3CRE. Capital P. No. 7 capital P at 55. All right, let's try this again. S3CRE 7P at 55. Got it. Look at this. So now we're into the switch on floor 2. Oh, this is good. So now let's see what our neighbors are. Chow. We don't want to chow them. We want to show them. Okay. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Look. So switch 2 goes to floor 1 and floor 3. So somehow coming out of this router, there's switch 2. I'm sorry, the firewall. And that goes to switch 2. And switch 2 then branches off to switch 1 and floor 1 and 3. Okay, and we could ask for some more detail on that. Okay. Oh, a lot of detail. So here's the firewall. Been there, done that. Here's floor 1 and floor 3. Now look, that has an IP address. How about floor 1? Floor 1 doesn't have an IP address. Apparently you just get there. So, I mean, we've prowled this far. Why don't we at least, before I give up, you get the idea here. You can just keep poking around. I'm going to see, because I'm nosy, branch admin, floor 3, 192, 168, 192, 168.4, invalid marker, SSH. So maybe we can't SSH into this guy. I'm going to retype a lot of it. Branch admin 192, 168, 4. So maybe that's not going to allow us to SSH into floor 3. Anyway, you get the idea. I'll probably poke around with this just because I'm curious if I entered something wrong or where I'm at. Let's see. I wonder if I'm down here in this switch. S3CRE 7P at 55. No, it's not letting me. You see the difference? I'm not at privileged exec mode yet. And it's not. It didn't let me in. There's a secret password there. And I don't know it. If I come back, if I find it, I'll come back to it. But you get the idea of poking around. So we just kept pushing and pushing until I got stopped here at floor, what is it, floor 3. I recognized with this, I'm only in executive mode. I'm not in privileged exec mode. So I don't think I can't execute the SSH command from there. Okay. Yeah, if you look and you say, what can I do here? Show, what can I do? Looks like maybe I can show CDP. See, it's just sending, but I don't think I can get into there. Show SSH status. Show the connection. Now the session started, but that's looking back with branch admin. That's me coming in. I got into this one, but now I cannot get into privileged exec mode. So I'll quit here. You get the idea. And this may be all I'm going to do on Chapter 10, but I at least want you to see how you can use the device discovery protocols to get out and prowl around a network. Okay?